How is everyone doing tonight? Just give me a second. Okay, yeah. I like that. I definitely like that. Hey, how is everyone? Let's wait till we get some people. Oh, see, I just got the alert there, so now everybody's gonna know about it. See, sometimes I like trying to sneak up on you guys. I like to sneak up on you a little bit and see if you guys have your alerts turned on. Lately, I had been, I would send out the message with the link talking about the podcast. Mark, how are you? I've been doing that, and then I'll do a description video that I'll post, and then I'll even take some type of. Oh man, it makes me feel bad. Makes me feel bad that I am douchey enough to take selfies. I hate taking selfies. I despise taking selfies. Because with my OCD, ADHD, I will sit there and I will take pick after pick after pick. It's never ending. It's never ending. It's like whenever you go to the bathroom, you do a number two. This is how my selfies go. I take as many pictures like when you get one of those poops that you have and you just wipe and you wipe and you wipe and there's always fecal matter on the toilet paper. It is. It is just always there, no matter how many times you wipe and wipe and wipe. And that's why I highly recommend the baby wipes. But that's how it is like taking pictures. It's a big S show because I always feel like I can get a better pick. And my better pick is compared to just wiping and wiping and wiping and still having poop on the paper. That's what it's like. That's how it feels to take selfies to me. So that's what I've been doing. And today I just said, hey, coming up, 8 o'clock. You guys can check it out. I'm doing a live stream if you want to join me. I'm not trying to be a dick. I just wanted to see if you guys had your alerts turned on. If you're in right now, please. Well, oh yeah, Iggy T. Trust me, I know you hate because as a guy, if I'm just being honest, Iggy, Ian Hanna, what up? Iggy though, I'll admit, like I've you know I've perused your Instagram account. Not being creep or anything. I just want to see like some more like straightforward pictures. But yeah, you do hate selfies. I mean, you got really well. See, now it sounds creepy when I said that. When I say that, oh, you got cute kids. Yeah, it says the 42-year-old divorcee, no kids. No, but anyways, you do make cute ass babies. But I do like you never post any selfies. You never post any selfies, Iggy, and I don't know why. Because like I said, you make beautiful babies. Like, come on. Give me oh, look, guys. I just closed my rings. Look, I just closed my rings. Boom. Close my rings. IanHannahHomes.com. I was going to get to it, Vulture. Jesus. Sorry. I was just looking at myself and my new haircut that I got. Fish on Jay, what's going on? Been meaning to call you. I will. But real quick, if you're in the market to buy or sell a home in the Brevard, Volusia, Flagler area, go check out my good friend Ian Hanna. I gotta get a hold of Ian Hanna. My good friend, you guys remember Ciroc from the Bubba the Love Sponge show, and has been on my show quite a few times. Also does the weekly review podcast. Search it. He just got his real estate license. Ciroc just ended up getting his real estate license, and I would love to get him like connected with Ian because Ian is the man, and I think Ciroc, he needs a little bit of time. It's like that hotshot lawyer that comes in, they give him a big case or something, and he just knocks it out of the park, and everybody wants to hire him because he was able to get the biggest guy off of death row. It's kind of like that right now. If you could work for Ian, and Ian gives you just the worst of the worst house, and this house has been on the market for quite some time. It's been on the market, and then Ciroc comes in and he sells it just like that. Ciroc sells it. He is the new big swinging D. It's kind of like Anakin versus Obi-Wan, you know. Ian would be Obi-Wan, and then Ciroc, he'd be Anakin coming up. And then, you know, he sells that house that nobody else could sell, and now he thinks he's better. He hates the real estate agency. So that's Ciroc. You look and become... no, I mean, he's really, really good. And let's be honest, you know the ladies would definitely buy a house from Ciroc. More and more women are buying houses. I think E and Hannah can attest to that, my mom being one of them. Hell, my mom would have bought 2 houses from Ciroc. Holy crap. Could you imagine that? Yes, of course. It's just all plain and simple. You need a little bit of eye candy. And like I said, more and more women are buying homes. All right, so I got really off base there. So go to ianhannahomes.com if you're in the market to buy or sell a house, or you know somebody. Friend, tell them it could be the greatest thing you could do for your friend. Help my mom save a lot of money. So please check them out, Ian Hanna, at ianhannahomes.com. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into this. The Olympics. The Olympics. All right, so for one, the Olympics, everybody thinks it's an honor to have the Olympics. It's really not. If you go to a website, I think it's called Abandoned Olympic Venues. It is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting how they all promise to be like, you know, this green type. They're going to reuse the venues and stuff, but they don't do it. Do you know one of the first Olympics? I mean, Atlanta, the last time it was in America, United States. The Olympic Stadium ended up becoming the Turner Field, where the Atlanta Braves played out for quite some time, and they already left from there. But what I'm saying, though, is that the Olympics are not a great thing. It's a lot of presidents and governors and politicians. They're all getting their pockets lined. They're all getting their pockets lined because a lot of these cities, they lose money, or a black guy ends up, not black guy, black eye. See, sometimes when I say black eye real quick, it sounds like I'm saying black guy. I did not mean to say that. I said black eye. Look at Atlanta. You had that bombing there. You had the bombing there. Oh, that's good, Iggy T. I mean, you Canadians are you guys are a little bit more hippie-ish than we are, and that's great. That's why you guys got great marijuana up in Canada. But the Olympics, though, okay, what about this? Why have the last 4 Olympics? Yeah, Richard Jewell. Richard Jewell is the biggest screw job in the world. I mean, it was bigger than the Montreal screw job, or I think that's what it was, where Bret the Hitman Hart was taken advantage of. Yeah, Richard Jewell got screwed over so badly, and the poor guy died of a goddamn heart attack because of all the stress. But the Olympics, they don't do any good. And, Ian Hanna coming in with $20. Thank you, Ian Hanna. All this money because I'm going to get that board, and hopefully I'll finally get a working computer. And I'm not like throwing shade. I know it sounds weird when I'm not throwing shade at Vulture. But, I mean, Vulture has been working his ass off. We've gone through 2 computers now, and I'm pretty good with computers. It just seems like I've got the worst luck. I don't know if this house has like a natural EMP, but every computer comes in here. It is. Atlanta, I gotta disagree with the traffic is horrible. Nelly Mandingo showing up with $1. Fish on J, thank you, Fish on J. But yeah, all that stuff is gonna go. All the money you guys donate, I'm gonna be doing this live stream. I talked to Fish on J about it. Fish on J knows that I'm very serious about my plans when it comes to the Tuddle Daily Podcast. But back, little Lemmy. All right, so now I got some big heavy hitters when it comes to the ladies. I got Lemmy in here. I got Iggy T. I got Nedley Mandingo. Not saying he's a chick, but he's just making it rain on me right now. Thank you, Nedley Mandingo. I need to give you a call once I get done with the show. But back to the Olympics. Look at the last couple of Olympics. Okay. So, all right. You had the Winter Olympics, which was in South Korea. You had the Summer Olympics that just happened, all on that side, and then the Winter Olympics is back again in China. When is the Olympics? I know that it was in Rio. Nelly Mandingo coming in with $5. I know it was in Brazil previously, but it all just seems like the Olympics has just been as far east as you can. And you know, it kind of works out right when it comes to the prime time situation, but I'm just not even into it. And have you guys also noticed, do not think for a minute that NBC is not broadcasting. Raymond B. $1.9. Lemmy, thank you, Lemmy. NBC is not even broadcasting from China. Did you guys know that? Because they're trying to make it seem like they are. But there's been a lot of comments that have been made and a lot of news stories that have been made by NBC that I know for a fact they would not be running if there were any Americans in China doing that right now. You know, the Chinese government, they would not even play around. So don't let NBC fool you. They don't have any. I mean, I think they probably got some reporters there, but they don't have NBC sports people there. They got cameramen there. They might even be taking it off of a pool feed. Who knows? But it's like, come on, man. And then think about this. All the Olympics, how they displace a lot of people, the poor community. You know, gentrification. There was a lot of gentrification that went on in Atlanta when the Olympics came around. They moved a lot of poor people out of the areas because they didn't want the rest of the world seeing all the ghettos or the slums or anything that were in Atlanta. And they just told people that they had to move because they were building. It's progress. Same thing happened in Rio. You know how many favelas? I mean, it's not too hard to knock down a bunch of favelas, but a lot of people got displaced during the Rio games. And they all preach about, you know, we're not getting into things politically or, you know, how could you let Beijing, China, with all their like human like travesties that they have going on, how can you have it there? And they're like, well, we don't get involved in politics. We don't get involved in politics. Yeah, somebody told me really, really bad joke about the public transportation system in Atlanta, and I can't say it. I can't say it. But an acronym, their subway system, and I'm not going to say the joke because I'm not that type of person, but MARTA, M-A-R-T-A. That is the subway system in Atlanta. And somebody told me a very tasteless joke, and yes, I'm laughing a little bit because I kind of hate love. Yeah, it is MARTA, and it's an acronym for somebody or for something that white people like your racist uncle would tell you. And the first time I heard it, I was like, ooh. I was like, that's a bad one, but I kind of had to hold in the laughter a little bit. But I'm also that type of person. It's when I get uncomfortable, I laugh. I do. I don't know if anybody else has done that, but I do. I laugh when I get uncomfortable. So we got the Olympics going on. You got China and Russia. They're saying that they're going to get together. They're going to be the new superpower team. They're going to tag team it with each other. I don't even know. Like the only time that I really watch the Olympics is during the Summer Olympics. And if there's anything that I do watch, what I do watch is the curling. Everybody loves curling, right? Curling's like every dad every dad is like, hell yeah, man. They're drinking a beer and they're like, oh man, I think I'm gonna take up curling. All it is shuffleboard on ice. Yes, I did mention David Hernandez. That was very, very sad to hear, David Hernandez. And the thing is I went back and there were quite a few times David was watching. Iggy T coming in with that Canadian money. I mean, I think that might be $1. Thank you for the dollar American Iggy. No, Iggy, I'm busting with you. I'm busting with you. No, it isn't. But no, we talked about David Hernandez on Wednesday, and that was very, very sad. And then when I saw some pictures posted, I was like, oh man, yeah, I definitely have met him. I've definitely have talked to him before, and it just was really, really bad. Man, I'm sweating. I don't know why. It's about 80 degrees here in Florida, and I'm not complaining. Let's talk about some rich billionaires that are losing a lot of money, and I really don't care. I think the Zuckerberg lost about $30 billion. You know, since he went to that Meta, they're Meta now, like Meta World Peace, but I think it's only one T. And now they got all this, you know, they're wanting to get everybody online. Did you see this? That now you can buy real estate, you can buy cars, and it's just like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? But just like anything, you can't give people anything nice and not expect them to just screw it up for everybody. But a woman was gang raped in VR metaverse, says tech. Advances made it feel like real life. As the metaverse grows in popularity, more and more people are using it to chat to their friends and meet strangers online. But there's a dark side, as one woman's story of sexual harassment shows. Yes, Lemmy. Now, okay, so this was the first thought that I had. So there was a chick that got gang raped in the metaverse. Now, is there a metaverse like version of like is there a Law and Order SVU in the metaverse? Is what I'm saying. And at the same time, it's like, is there? Thank you, Lemmy. But is it true? Like, all right, so if the metaverse is supposed to be real, are there a lot of people that are just jumping in fully knowledgeable? Like, is it going to be so in depth that, you know, you're going to have to go through middle school, high school, go to school, get a degree, go through law enforcement training, then you can finally join metaverse, Law and Order SVU metaverse. Is it Law and Order SVU metaverse? Oh, you'll be fine. Nobody can. It's impossible to overdose on weed. It'll feel like it. And if you got problems and you get in your head like I do, you may think you're going to die. You may get a panic attack, but you'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen. But yeah, so if you can just pick up your home phone and kick yourself offline, everybody, yeah, I know, but this is what it is. So a woman has said that she was virtually gang raped in the metaverse and that new technologies made it feel like it was real. All right, so I'm not well versed on the metaverse, but technologies made it feel like real life. So are you wearing some type of AI type panties when you log on? Because I always knew like you wore the glasses and stuff. But, like, is she wearing, like, vibrating panties or something like that? Exactly, Lemmy. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Like, is it something you got to put in certain places or wear vibrating? Yeah. All right. Nina Jane Patel, the vice president of the research of rival metaverse company, claimed she was verbally and sexually harassed. Okay. All right. So how do we know that this is even true now? All right, so now what's going to end up happening is we're going to get a lot of women crying rape. It is. This is the craziest story. Nina Jane Patel, the vice president of research for a rival metaverse company. So, okay. All right. So I like to look at everything here. What if Nina Jane Patel was just, hey, I'm going to go check out Facebook metaverse. And you know that Zuckerberg and them, they're spying on people. They're spying on people all the time. So they were like, oh, Jane Patel, she's going to be joining the metaverse at a certain time. Let's get some of our rape agents out there. Like it was the Matrix. Like how Mr. What was his name? Mr. Anderson. And you could be like, Mrs. Patel, we are the rape agents here. Resistance is futile. And Zuckerberg, maybe some of the... Yeah, I'm just saying. Look, I'm not trying to be like... But, I mean, come on, though. She's a competitor. She went into the Zuckerberg's home and just thought that, oh, I can walk around here. Now, also, all right, listen, rape is horrible in the real world. It is, okay? You know what the sad thing is? Here, hold on. I'm not even going to have to talk about anything else. The sad thing is that I'll probably get demonetized. Yeah, you beat me to it. Do you want to be a segment producer? Because I was about to go there. Was she wearing high heels? Was she wearing Dukes with the ass jacked up? I mean, plastic surgery that you could have? Like, I don't even know if I can even say that. Was she asking for it in the metaverse? Because since it is the metaverse, I see that's the thing about it is that I'm going to get this. I don't know. But, in real life, I think this is, if you're a man, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass if you ever get into rape role play. You can't do that because then if you mess up, you're screwed. You're screwed. So never do that. But some women might be into that. So she went in there. This is just this is either a made up story. Yeah, exactly. It's just promotion, and I got sucked into it. At least I was able to use the line Law and Order SVU meta. Yeah, it just kind of shows what's going on in our world. I'm not trying to be like that guy. I'm not trying to be Mr. Conservative and stuff. Oh, yes. I wanted to talk about this. You know what is getting a lot of good reviews? And I'm sweating like a whore in church right now. I'm hearing a lot of great things. Because if you guys have been listening or watching me for any amount of time on the radio, you guys have known that I've done all these stunts. I've done a lot of jackass style stunts. I've done some really bad stunts when I worked on Bubba's show, and that's not a dig at him or anything, but when I saw that they were going to do this Jackass Forever, I was like, okay, where is this going? These guys are all old. It's Jackass Forever. I may go see it this weekend. Yeah, Miss Sally has the fire on. No, I don't know. I'll get it figured out. And all right, so Jackass Forever is a masterpiece. Critic reviews are best in franchise history. So, all right, so the reason why I think this is going to be great, and the thing is that doesn't everybody need an escape? I mean, like, things are pretty crappy right now. They are like really bad right now. And doesn't Jackass remind you of nostalgia back in the day? Because remember, the first two Jackass movies were absolutely fantastic, and they made a lot of money. And I was like, what's going to end up happening when, but I got to tell you, Iggy, Johnny looks pretty cool with the gray hair. And say what you want, I've seen some of it, and even though he's the old guy, he is still out there doing the stunts because he knows how to fall. And Steve-O, I don't think Steve-O is. I don't think you can kill him. It's like the Highlander. You got to chop his damn head off, and then raise your sword and say they're going to only be one. But some of these new people that they've had on, I'm like, all right, they're weird looking, they're cool looking, but man, even at 42, I'm telling you right now, even those young bucks that they got to kind of replace everybody else, I know that I could be way more entertaining. I would kill it. This Zach Holmes guy, the big fat dude, they always got to find a big fat guy. I'm surprised they didn't find a new midget. You know, since Bam got like just completely spun himself out, Bam, he got left out there. So they got some skateboarders from the United Kingdom, which I think is great. But I'm actually going to go see it. I actually think it'll be great to see. And I don't think it's going to be as bad because when I first heard about it, I was like, it's not going to be any good. But good. I'm happy. Look, Steve-O's got his game turned around. I mean, he seems like he's sober. Johnny Knoxville, yeah, Jackass is a little, but I really do think they got Eric Andre is in there too. I think it'll do well. I really do. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna eat my Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich with the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna go take a shower because for some reason I'm sweating. Got to turn the air on. Anyways, guys. I appreciate you guys for joining me. I appreciate everybody that donated money. Nelly Mandingo, Fish on J, Lemmy, Iggy, Ian Hanna, IanHannaHomes.com. Anyways, guys, have a great night. I might even do a live stream this weekend.